Hello, fellow Americans. You are on the YouTube channel Common Constitutionalism, and I am Mitch. I talk about issues in our government, the erosion of our culture, the minimizing of our way of life, and the disregard for our Constitution. Keep your conservative voices active. Subscribe to this channel and listen as I talk about issues we are facing in our country and government. Visit my website, commonconstitutionalism.com. Enjoy reading my conservative blogs, and if you like them, maybe throw in a donation. While on commonconstitutionalism.com, go ahead and shop at the Sage Novelty Shop, where you will find shirts which feature our very own unique conservative political memes and captions. Display your conservative beliefs with pride. These items send a clear message without saying a word, or if you prefer, you can use them as a conversation starter. Come join my Facebook group, Common Constitutionalism, for discussions of topics, sharing of ideas, and interacting with others just like yourself who are proud to be Americans. Okay, I want to talk about the real corruption in Washington, D.C. This election is a simple choice. Do you want to keep America, or do you want to fundamentally change America into a Marxist, fascist, one-party rule, oligarchy government? For 4 years, we have listened to a slimy mainstream media and Democrat Party bloviate daily about President Trump being corrupt, a threat to national security, racist, xenophobic, and unpresidential. However, I believe the most underhanded, dishonest, unconstitutional, and un-American thing that the left and all their hacks did for 4+ years was to drag President Trump and the United States of America through the completely phony, made-up Russia collusion fiasco. Under President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden, in 2015, their deep state FBI and CIA, Democrat Congress, and DOJ illegally obtained FISA warrants to spy on the Trump presidential campaign by claiming they had sufficient evidence in a recently obtained dossier that Trump and his campaign were colluding with Russia to undermine Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign for the 2016 presidential election. The so-called Trump dossier was the deep state's only evidence for the accusation of Russia collusion. They used this same dossier to convince judges on 3 separate occasions to issue FISA warrants allowing the intelligence agencies to spy on Trump and his campaign, supposedly to gather information on them collaborating with Russia to interfere with the 2016 presidential election. These FISA warrants and apparent evidence gathered were supposed to be the basis for a special counsel investigation by Robert Mueller conducted May 2017 to March 2019. The Mueller report concluded that there was no Russia collusion from Trump or a member of his campaign. So, after nearly 2 years of investigation and over $40 million of taxpayer money spent, what really was the outcome of the special counsel investigation would turn out to be that Trump was right all along. From 2015 forward, Trump's campaign was spied on. Even after being elected president, the witch hunt continued. The House began impeachment proceedings September 2019, which continued for 4.5 months, concluding with the Senate acquitting President Trump of all impeachment charges on February 5th, 2020. There has been an ongoing coup attempt against President Trump for nearly 5 years, beginning when he announced his candidacy in 2015. Finally, evidence is beginning to be found from classified intelligence agencies' documents. These documents revealed former CIA Director John Brennan briefed former President Obama on Hillary Clinton's purported plan to tie then candidate Donald Trump to Russia as a means of distracting the public from her use of private email server ahead of the presidential election in 2016. We have now found out the deep state FBI and CIA, Obama, Joe Biden, the DOJ, the DNC, Democrat politicians, mainstream media, and their cronies have pushed forth entirely fabricated evidence against President Trump and his people. There are thousands of documents and emails that have been found proving Trump's innocence, but also giving us insight on the extravagantly manufactured, phony Russian collusion hoax investigation that was codenamed Crossfire Hurricane. We know there were meetings between President Obama, Joe Biden, former FBI Director James Comey, and National Security Advisor Susan Rice to keep updated on this unprecedented political shakedown, intended to remove a sitting president by using only a fake disinformation smear tactic. The deep state dragged their feet for 4 years before starting to release emails, notes, documents, and other evidence relating to the Russia collusion hoax. They have lied before Congress. Washington, D.C. has proven to have a two-tier justice system. Under President Trump, America has seen historic change to make America great again. Here are some of the fake, hypocritical, liberal claims about Trump and the China virus. Trump's policies on Russia and China have been noticeably more hardline than those of the Obama-Biden administration. Let's compare to Hunter and Joe Biden. Hunter's ex-partner, Tony Bobulinski, said, "Joe Biden's a liar and here's the proof." Tony Bobulinski also released hundreds of text messages and emails from his time as CEO of the company being formed between the Biden family and China's largest private energy company named Sinohawk Holdings. In one message sent on May 20th, 2017, James Gilliar, another partner, warned Bobulinski not to mention the then VP Joe Biden's involvement in the Sinohawk deal by email, saying, "Don't mention Joe's being involved in writing. Only use his name when you are face to face. I know you know that, but they are paranoid," Gilliar's message read. Bobulinski said Gilliar and fellow partner Rob Walker were paranoid about keeping Joe Biden's involvement secret. During an in-person interview with Tucker Carlson on Tuesday, October 28, 2020, Tony played a phone recording of himself and the Biden family representative, Rob Walker, recorded on October 24th, 2020. After an email released by the New York Post that was from James Gilliard to Tony about their involvement with the Bidens and business in China back in 2017. On October 23rd, 2020, in reference to the released email, Congressman Adam Schiff went on record suggesting Tony is a Russian operative. Schiff called the whole Biden issue a smear campaign and a Russian disinformation plot. Tony immediately called Rob following the statement put out by Schiff. Tony wants his name cleared of association or ill will towards him, as he dissolved the partnership back in 2017 because of tensions between him and Hunter. On the call, Tony is heard saying, "If he doesn't come out on record, I am providing the facts." Rob Walker responds saying, "Tony, you're just going to bury all of us, man." The famous family has been dogged for years by allegations of impropriety following Hunter Biden's lucrative role on the board of Ukrainian energy company Burisma, while his father was vice president. Mainstream media refuses to even acknowledge, much less investigate, any of these claims. We also found on October 23rd, 2020, Bobulinski was interviewed by the FBI, according to Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson. He is expected to speak to Senate Homeland Security Committee staff at a later date as Republicans continue probing Hunter Biden's business activities. Joe Biden has been in Washington, D.C. for 47 years. Here is what he has accomplished in that time. The choice could not be more clear. Do you want a president who believes in America, puts America first, creates jobs, historic economies, tax cuts, deregulation, holds other countries accountable, does more for minorities, stands up for the military and police, will make America great again, and is against Antifa, BLM, and racism? Or do you want a president who is anti-American, wants to end the use of fossil fuels, supports the Green New Deal, destroys the Constitution, pack the Supreme Court, grant statehood to Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico, pack the Electoral College, fundamentally change America to a one-party rule oligarchy, support the Antifa anarchy, wants to defund police, reduce military, has spent 47 years in Washington as a segregationist, anti-civil rights legislator, increase taxes, will shut down America again, roll back deregulation, and increase federal spending. This election is really about keeping America America. Exercise your right to be heard and vote on November 3rd. Help save our republic and keep America America. Vote conservative. Thank you. Let's see what we can accomplish here. My aim is to create a loyal following so I can continue bringing awareness to these kinds of issues. We will talk about issues in our government, the erosion of our culture, the minimizing of our way of life, and the disregard for our Constitution. I would appreciate you all exploring, donating, subscribing, joining, and shopping on my sites. You will see them displayed at the beginning and the end of the videos. Until next time, this is Common Constitutionalism, and I am Mitch. Thank you, America.